Mike Jones Beats.
Here, boy. Get the fuck on, bro. Step back. Don't touch him, okay? Yeah, man, all right. Hey, here's your hat, motherfucker. Shove that your ass, you little bitch.
Sir, I just got punched in the back of the head.
Get out of here, motherfucker. You better get going back. Take care of that. We can take a receipt from you.
Okay, where am I allowed to demonstrate?
Cincinnati.
Why do you carry that flag? Because this is my heritage. My family fought to save their farm under this flag. Who was working that farm?
Ooh, that is a good, tough question. And the news clip actually cut out there.
People wanna know. Why we march. Why we march. So we tell them. So we tell them. This is black excellence. This is black excellence.
Let's go.
What do we want? What do we want? Now. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it?
What up?
And Youngboy shit. And Youngboy shit, taking his shit, nigga. This Youngboy shit for real. Quit playing, bro. This really his house, bro. We really back here, bro. Hey, YB, nigga. Fuck your crib, nigga. We coming for all that shit. On the guys. We taking everything, bitch.
Whatever, bitch. Damn, nigga stole my cameraman slippers, man. What the shit is that? You coulda got way more money if you would've just came in that bitch and killed me for all that pussy. Them kids, man. Well, fuck that. They old enough to do stupid shit. They, you know, you old enough to age. But them kids, man. Flunked out of his bitches. They gonna throw the brick. I ain't even hit the car. You gonna go in there. Ain't shit in the cars. You flunked out of his nigga. Yeah, the bitch gonna record it, say, this your favorite rapper shit. I would make music up, you dumb motherfucker.
Oh yeah, TJ. He first. Oh yeah, TJ. He first.
Nigga, come here. Nigga, what are you talking about, nigga? What are you doing? What are you trying to do?
Oh, my leg! My leg! Oh, you hurt my leg! Please stop! Please don't hurt me no more! Please don't hurt me no more! Please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me, sir! I do want to get up, sir. I want to help up, but you have my handcuffed. Yes, sir, I do want to get up. But you have my hands handcuffed. You have hurt my leg. You hurt my leg. You hurt my leg, sir. You hurt my leg, sir. I've hit my leg on the wheelchair, sir. I've hit my leg on the wheelchair, sir. I don't want to be in the wheelchair.
Get out the corner, man. Not playing around, man.
I struggle to find time for myself. Multitasking is a part of my everyday life. The dildo hoverboard allows me to squeeze in that much needed pleasure time. The device is fully adjustable, and the easy-to-use control panel lets me pick my favorite thrusting speed and rhythmic vibration. But it's not just about multitasking. It's about making your commute to work a lot more fun.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? I got a couple of things to say before the video cut out. The video is most likely gonna cut out. I know who's messing with they not DDSing me. They've hacking and they doing a whole bunch of weirdo shit. I know who it is. We're gonna discuss that. And also on a totally unrelated note, y'all know MTA Bookings, they contacted me and I'm gonna let you know what they said. They've actually been contacting me the previous couple of days. I'm gonna let you know what it said. It's in regards to a situation that happens with Tekashi. So I do not know how long we're gonna be live in this live, but if this live cuts off, we're just gonna make a new one because they're cutting my lives on purpose and they're doing. I told y'all somebody was fucking with my internet. I know who it is. Oh, I know at least one of the parties that's involved with all of the shenanigans I gotta go through. But before we do that, let's give appreciation to everybody that donated to the chat today. As always, definitely appreciate you guys. Appreciate all of y'all. That's a whole fact. Don't let anybody lie to you. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the $2 drop. Shout out to CT's Finest with the $3 drop. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5.01 drop. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton with the $5.55 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5.56 drop. Shout out to CT's Finest with the $6 drop. Shout out to James S with the $7.02 drop. Shout out to Stay Wise with the $7.03 drop. Shout out to New York Silver Stacker with the $9.99 drop. And shout out to DSTN, ain't nobody calling you Dustin, I don't care what your wife says, for the $2 drop. And also shout out to Fish Loke with the $20.46 drop. I didn't see that drop this morning. I want to apologize about that. And let's go through roll call real quick if it hasn't already turned me off. Let's go through roll call real quick and then we're going to kick some shit. Who we got up in here? Oh, shit. Oh, is this live? No, that's not live because the damn thing fucked up on me. All right, what up, the business? How you doing this morning, my brother? What up, James Belcher? How's Tina doing? Hope Louise is okay. What's up, Suzette Carbuckle? How you doing? Eddie V. That's what we calling you, homie. What up, Diego Diaz? Diego Diaz says, salute Frost. BB driving to see you. Driving to the city of Juarez. Wish me luck. Not a problem, my brother. Wish you luck. I'm laughing and shit. Shout out to DSTN. Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. What up, Shay Lacey, Rob G Films, Eric Mack. How y'all doing this morning? I mean, this afternoon, tonight. What up, Rue Jones? Fuck them dots. Joe, what up, Rue? Fuck them dots, Jones. Who else we got up here? What up, DZ? What up, Washable Marker? Also, today's Tupac's birthday. Could we get a happy birthday, Tupac? Everybody that's in here, could we put happy birthday, Tupac? I mean, I know some of y'all don't want to put nothing because y'all don't want to, y'all don't want me to know y'all in here. But could y'all go get y'all fake account, come back and put happy birthday, Tupac? What up, Gully Boy? How you doing? Eddie says, I could only imagine what Tupac would say at 49 today. I think we would all be moved. Frost facts. We all love Tupac, but we also have to understand that some of our most acclaimed revolutionists, some people might want to call them, might not necessarily be what we project them to be if we saw them in person. So let's be fair to Tupac. We don't know what type of time he would have been on. We're gonna assume that he would have been still fighting a good fight. So let's keep that imagery, but let's also be a little bit fair because people are always gonna come out and try to sully your name. I've heard some negative things said about Tupac, but at the end of the day, I'm all about what we inspire other people to do, not just only our own actions. You understand what I'm saying? Like, your own actions is important, but also the things that you inspire in the world is just as important, if not more important. You understand what I'm saying? Because my action can only be done by me, while I can inspire hundreds, I can inspire thousands. Your actions could only be done by you, one person, but you can inspire hundreds, you can inspire thousands, and Tupac has inspired millions. So salute. Happy birthday. What up, Deshaun Ragsdale? How you doing today, my brother? We got Camouflage Ninja up in here. Who else we got? What up, BP? What up, Shy Murder, the young CEO? Who else we got up in here? Fish Loke, salute. I called out that drop that you dropped earlier. I didn't see it. You know I would have called it. No, I'm not about to kick neither one of you idiots. Shout out to, I'm talking to Eric Mack and BP, by the way. Shout out to Rich Gomez. How you doing today? What up, Emmanuel? Happy to hear that the car situation is being fixed. Who else we got up in here? Magnum, Bree, Powell. What up, baby girl? How you doing? What up, Boogie? Who else we got up in here? Sods Capo. Did I say Magnum? I think I said Magnum. Let's get right to the end of this. Harry Shiznit, what up? He said, happy birthday, Tupac. That's crazy, because everybody loves Tupac. And I only seen like 6 people say happy birthday to Tupac. But shout out to you niggas. What up, Rastafari? Says blessings for us in the BBN community. I think I got everybody. Let's talk about something real quick. All right, so let me tell you about this thing real quick. So Tekashi 6ix9ine is being sued. For everybody that don't know, Tekashi is being sued along with a couple of other people. I want to begin with this because y'all might want to talk about this. We are going to get to the robbery that happened at NBA Youngboy's house. So Tekashi 6ix9ine is being sued currently with a group of other people along with Shotty, and I heard that one of the people that was on the the case that was also being sued was MTA Bookings. So the other day I was telling y'all about how MTA Bookings was on this case. Now I'm gonna explain to y'all the way that something was explained to me. I'm gonna explain something to y'all the way that it was explained to me at the best I can. So basically, MTA Bookings is being sued, and they're being sued for this reason. One person was already had a deal going for Tekashi with a promoter, right? So they already, what up, Black Cuddy? Shout out to the Black Spades. Salute. So what they did was somebody already had a deal with a promoter, right? So I'm talking about the promoter that was in Howard University. What happened was they did a deal. Tekashi was supposed to perform. Tekashi was not able to perform. So instead of just refunding them the money, which would have just been fine, instead of refunding them the money, they still wanted Tekashi to perform. So they said, I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to change the date, and we're going to come and we're going to fix it. So Tekashi was going to go back down there and fix the date and perform for a different date. That's the date that he missed. The problem with that was they were supposed to send money to Tekashi. They did not send the money. The money that was sent to Tekashi, Tekashi never got. Allegedly, Shotty got the money. So the person who is directly involved with the shenanigans that initially happened, allegedly, was Shotty. What happened after the fact was, after shit started getting hot, allegedly, MTA Bookings got involved. And MTA Bookings contacted the people and became like some kind of middleman or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say what they were. But that's how their name initially got into the lawsuit. So apparently MTA Bookings is saying that they have been their name has been taken off of the lawsuit. I don't know this to be a fact. They are saying that their name has been taken off of the lawsuit. They are not being sued in this lawsuit currently any further. I don't know if that's the truth. Me listening to what happened, I can see how it's a possibility. I don't know that to be the truth though. But from what I hear, Shotty stole money. He basically asked MTA Bookings to help with the situation after it became untenable, after it became uncontrollable. And that's how MTA Bookings allegedly got involved in the whole situation. It was actually money that Shotty stole, not them. That's what I'm hearing right now. I just want to let everybody know. So apparently they're in the act of, she's gonna send, she threatened me with her lawyers. Well, coincidentally, just to be fair, this is probably about the 8th or 9th time. She threatens me with her lawyers all the time. I get tons of threats from lawyers. The only lawyers that ever contacted me was Rock Nation. So if your lawyers aren't embedded in the Rock Nation lawyers, just don't even bother. That's all I'm saying. Only lawyers ever contact me was Rock Nation lawyers. I don't know what kind of lawyers you got, young lady, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so she sent me a document. She sent me a document that I'm trying to show y'all. Hold on. I hate when people contact me when I'm on the damn chat. Okay. So she sent me a piece of paper. I guess I'm gonna try to show y'all with my phone right now what she sent me, because, you know, full disclosure. Once again, I think people think that I have something against them if I drop a story about you that you don't like. then 9 times out of 10, I don't have nothing against you. So if I drop a story you don't like, you don't have to come at me with hate and venom. You can literally just talk to me. What happens is I drop a story somebody don't like. They think I have a personal connection to the shit. So then they start talking to me crazy. And then they feel away when I'm like, all right, if you're going to talk to me crazy, I'm going to report on you more. Because that's what I'm going to do. 6ix9ine views on YouTube with 56 million and only 760K streams on Spotify. I smell something funny. He could be buying views, no lie. That's what J Mill says. I don't even use Spotify. I use YouTube. I could assume that there are millions of people that are like me and probably prefer YouTube over Spotify. Because guess what? Wait, is Spotify free? I don't even know if Spotify is free, but I know YouTube is. I know that for a fact, and I know everybody knows YouTube is free. So I don't know. so I don't know, but I would assume more people just use YouTube than Spotify. So that's I don't know. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they aren't. But more people use YouTube than Spotify. Well, that's something to check. How many people use YouTube in contrast with how many people that use? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is get a lot of information before we start just throwing shit out. That's why I'm usually, and I'm not trying to talk shit, but that's why I'm usually right. I usually get a lot of information before I start throwing shit out. Yeah, that's when people use YouTube. YouTube is like the biggest platform. I would expect for more views to be on YouTube than anywhere. On top of that, is Spotify a visual medium? Is Spotify a visual medium? Because YouTube is a visual medium where you can like literally see me right now, not just hear me. So is Spotify a visual medium? So how many people? 6ix9ine is a visual spectacle, right? So if you have the opportunity to look at 6ix9ine while he's performing or just listen to him, I'm going to assume the guy that runs around with bright ass colors on all day doing weird shit, you're going to want to visually see him more than you just going to only want to hear him, right? So I mean, does this really need to be explained? I don't understand. Yeah, and don't you want to see Nicki Minaj be half naked? So I'm not trying to defend anything because I don't know nothing, but I'm just saying, like, I would assume people look at it on YouTube more than Spotify. Also, could we just be clear of something? 6ix9ine is not a Spotify artist. You know how they have SoundCloud, how they used to have SoundCloud artists? 6ix9ine is not that. 6ix9ine is a YouTube artist. I would expect to see him do better on YouTube than on any other platform. Now, can we get back to what we're talking about? So hold on. Stop all of this. We giving you a timeout, J Mill, right now. Right now, you're getting a timeout, J Mill. You want to know why you're getting a timeout right now? And when you come back, you can tell me about how you did not like the timeout. I'm going to tell y'all why I just gave J Mill a timeout. J Mill just said, that's true. I don't listen to Spotify. YouTube, the first place to go to, that wasn't a good point. Right? Right? Oh, wait, hold on. You saying you don't agree with me? Okay, so I'm gonna unblock you. I'm gonna unblock you. I thought what you were saying was something different. I'm gonna unblock you. I'm gonna unmute you. I'm gonna undelete you. I'm gonna unmute you. I'm gonna unmute you. I thought you were saying something else. I thought explain what you mean by your last comment, please, J Mill, because I just explain. Anyway, you said YouTube isn't free because I've never paid for YouTube, so I'm stealing right now. I've literally never paid for YouTube. YouTube is not free? One Nation said YouTube is not free. Is YouTube? I know what. Y'all just trying to distract me. I'm getting back to what I'm talking about with these MTA guys. And One Nation, I know YouTube is free, so you're going to eat this time out, motherfucker. You're going to eat that time out. I know YouTube is free. You're going to eat that time out, homeboy. You're going to like it. Hey, what's up, Troll City? All right, so let me explain something real quick. So, just so we could be clear. Oh, let me get the paperwork. So, just so we could be clear on this, her name was on the paperwork. So she wants to send lawyers after me for saying that her name was on paperwork, where her name was on paperwork. Baby girl, you got to stop threatening people with lawyers. It's like this thing, right? It's called crying wolf. Some of us know the law. So I already know that I said that your name was in the lawsuit. Your name was in the lawsuit. So what are you sending your lawyers to do? Shine my shoes? Like, what are you sending your lawyers to do? Have lunch with me? Are they paying? Is if they paying, send them motherfuckers. We gonna go to get some steaks. Anyway, so this is something that she showed, but she sent me something. But I want to show y'all something specifically because I can't show y'all the whole damn thing. Obviously, I'm not gonna. I didn't cue it up. I didn't think it was. I might cue it up tomorrow and show y'all the whole entire thing. I don't know. I didn't think it was that important. I think she full of shit. 1 minute, I think something wrong with her because 1 minute she talking nice to me, and then as soon as I don't say the things she want me to say, she's going crazy. like, come on, man. Like, mental health is a thing. All right, so this is a motion. She sent me something saying, "Look, this is what I'm laughing about." Hold on, let me tell y'all what I'm laughing about. Let me look at this whole entire thing real quick. I'm gonna tell you what I'm laughing about. This is a motion to dismiss. She sent me this basically saying that she's not on it. This is a motion to dismiss. This is just meaning that your lawyer your lawyer filed some paperwork saying that y'all wanted to have the whatever the hell against you in court dismissed. That's not saying that you're not still on the paper. You do know I know how to read, right? What on top of the morning? Hold on, man. I don't know. I think she don't know I know how to read, yo. So she wants to sue me. Hold on. I want y'all to understand what's going on. MTA Bookings said she's sending her lawyers after me because I said she was involved, that her name was on paperwork where somebody was suing them, right? And she was part of the people that's getting sued, right? Her name was on the paperwork, so you can't sue me. That's one. Two, what the fuck is you doing? Two, this is a motion to dismiss. This does not mean that the motion has passed. You can't send me paperwork where your lawyer's trying to get this thing. You know what? Come all the way back to America, right? And then, then we can have this discussion. How about that? Come all the way back to America, and then we can have this discussion. How about that? Oh, and she also told me that Shotty said, "What's up?" So, what's up, Shotty? I hope everything's going fine where you at. Oh, no, I don't know why you told me to tell Shotty. I don't know why you telling me that Shotty said what's up. He probably didn't say what's up, and you just trying to implicate him in some other shit that he don't got nothing to do with. So shout out to you, MTA Bookings, for trying to implicate Shotty into into whatever misfortune I might fall into. I'm pretty sure he appreciates that. I'm pretty sure Shotty loves the fact that you did that. Hold on, let me just so y'all can know I'm not lying. Check this out. This is why you screenshot everything. This is why whenever somebody sends me something, I'm not gonna lie to you. I be screenshotting the shit before I even read it. Sometimes I be like, especially if I know I'm speaking of fucking wacko, I'm speaking to somebody who cannot be trusted. I'd be like, okay, not a problem. Not a problem. I did not erase that shit. Did I erase that shit? I erased that shit. She said it though. I erased the damn thing. God dang it. I erased it. God dang it. I gotta find it. Anyway, I gotta find it. I find it. I probably find it. But I'm gonna find it. I gotta show y'all this shit. This shit is hilarious. So apparently she's trying to get somebody. This is why you gotta pay attention to who your friends are. Apparently, the nigga is in jail already, and she's trying to implicate him in more stuff that she has going on out here in the free world. See, people act like they're your friends, but they don't never want you to be free. People will act like they're your friends. They will pretend to be your friends, but they don't never want to see you free. Why in the hell are you gonna? This dude is locked up in jail. Why in the hell are you attaching his name to something? Anyway, so apparently, real quick, what the argument is it's being said that Shadi stole the money, and then after Shadi stole the money, he asked MTA Bookings for some kind of assistance in order to deal with the people, and she helped. So that's how her name got caught up in this. That's how her company and name got caught up in this. Look. Look, I'm going to show you this part. Hold on, I found this. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about real quick. This bitch is crazy, yo. Now, I keep telling y'all, if this isn't proof that they allegedly, I'm just saying allegedly, that they allegedly stole 6ix9ine's money, I don't know what is. Now, we're talking about a case that involves people stealing 6ix9ine's money, right? I don't want to get nothing else in there. Now, first of all, I mentioned her. I mentioned Will Cornish. I mentioned Tekashi. I mentioned Shadi. The video's still up. This is how you know people are just fucking liars. Literally, Tekashi and Shadi, and her name is in the title. But I mentioned Tekashi, her, Shadi. I mentioned Will Cornish, I believe. She says, only her and Shadi. I see your game. I mentioned everybody. What the fuck are you talking about? I mentioned all the people that I've already previously mentioned. What the fuck are you talking about? She wants something to happen to me and Shadi get the time, but she don't. I'm not stupid. I am not stupid. She wants something to happen to me. Shadi get the time and she don't get nothing. She in a whole nother country throwing threats using Shadi's name. Think about that. All of y'all out here that's backing her. She's in a whole nother country throwing threats and shooting Shadi's name. Anybody in here that is a part of an organization could please explain to me if that's good business or bad. Is she doing good or is she doing bad? Anybody. You don't got to be part of an organization. Shout out to DSTN. Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife say. For the $5 drop, says don't pay attention to people. Pay attention to the things that people pay attention to. What up, Drop Kill? That's crazy. Once again, she's in a whole nother country. A whole nother country. As far as we can tell, she ain't coming back to America. She's busy throwing threats, using a man's name that's locked up in jail. He thinks that's her friend. But she been going for before the travel ban, Gigi Glider. She's been, her father had passed away, not for nothing. Condolences. Her father passed away. When her father passed away is when she went over out of the country. She might just be staying out of the country to stay out of the country. I don't know that. All right. She might just love living where she's living at and she want to keep her family over there. That's all that's a possibility. Let's just be clear. But my point is this. She is literally in another country throwing threats at a person who obviously, you know, all of the police watch this channel. She's throwing threats at a person. And then throwing a person who is locked up in jail's name in the threat. Watch your friends, man. I'm trying to tell you, them people that act like they're your friends, but they helping you do slime bullshit, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. Gotta watch them. I don't even think Shotty got nothing to do with what the fuck she talking to me about, to be honest with you. I think she just throwing his name out there to throw his name out there. You feel me? I don't think he got shit to do with what the fuck she talking about. I'm pretty sure he don't like me. You know what I'm saying? I already know that. But I'm pretty sure the shit that she's talking about to me, that me and her's talking about, he don't got nothing to do with. I'm pretty sure. You feel me? As far as I can tell, the allegations are both of them were stealing 6ix9ine's money. That's what the allegations are, as far as I know. She's a country gangster, not a good friend. She's a country gangster, not a good friend. That's a fact. First of all, she always talks as nice to me as possible until she tells me something that she wants me to do and I don't want to do it. Then all of a sudden, she goes from 0 to 1,000,000. So that just goes to show me she don't really fuck with nobody. If she don't feel like she can manipulate you, or she don't feel like, this is just my opinion, if she doesn't feel like she can either manipulate you or she doesn't feel like you have any type of power over her, she said something about my money. What the fuck is she concerned what kind of money I got? Real talk. She started talking about how much money I make. Like, bitch, don't part of my language. But the only thing you know about is YouTube. You don't know about nothing else. Let's just be clear on that. If anybody that knows me knows you, they'll tell you I stay hustling doing some shit. I stay doing shit I don't even come on live and talk about. We have a whole newspaper that I got. The individuals that write on the online newspaper is constantly having to remind me to tell y'all that it exists. First of all, she fucked up. I don't even want to get into it. All right, so shout out to them. Just shout out to all of y'all. shout out to North Carolina. Shout out to all of them that don't see what the fuck she's doing. Shout out to all of y'all. Right now, you in jail because she convinced you to do some stealing and that some stealing was possible. That stealing created a whole nother situation and problem. For everybody that don't know, Tekashi did 2 shows for free because they got paid money but someone got paid money but refused to give it to him. Tekashi did 2 shows for free. She attacks, apparently, I think they're paying people. Like that other channel, that clown channel, I'm pretty sure they was paying him. He doesn't, I think I don't know if his whole channel got demonetized or not. But I know for a fact that they had him making videos that could get him in trouble, and I didn't report him. But I know for a fact that he had numerous videos that was just erroneous. So does the other guy, the racist channel. Both of those channels got numerous videos that they could get into a lot of trouble for. Not like they could get sued or nothing like that, but that YouTube would just demonetize them. That's why people flag your channel. They try to get you demonetized. That's why I try to stick so closely to all the rules and everything. They was trying to go back to old videos and get those demonetized. Yo, I was getting alerted that people was trying to strike old videos and it just wasn't working. And that might be one of the reasons why we're still here. I want to check something real quick. Yeah, because dudes get their channels. When you see dudes, some of these dudes that got like 3 and 4 different channels, that's because their main channel got demonetized because they was doing some shit they wasn't supposed to be doing. And from what I seen from a couple of these channels, they just had stuff that I'm looking at it like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing that? You hurting yourself. Yeah, shout out to them. What you gonna do? All right, so I wanted to tell y'all about that. I thought that was funny. I thought that there's a lot going on there. Also, look for homegirl to be I don't know if she's if she got dismissed off. I tried to find out. I've been all day since not all day, but after I spoke with them, I reached out to a couple of people, and well, I reached out, and I don't have no information. I don't have. Oh, also, you know, if you erase DMs, they're not erased. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that when you erase DMs, they're not erased. Don't ever send a DM that you don't want people to read or you don't want the government to read. They can always go get your DMs. And then she said, "You're lame as fuck talking about shit you don't know about." Do you know how many promoters I've spoken to? I've spoken to actual promoters that had the money stolen. I just want to be clear on that. I need to start bringing some of them up here. I spoke to... I remember to ask tomorrow. I've spoken to people who have had their money stolen. So, I mean, if you just want to do it that way, I could just have them come up on the show, and then you could try to sue them after they talk about you. But you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have them come up on the show. They're gonna tell the truth, and then you're gonna DM me threatening me, and I'm not gonna care. And you're gonna think I care. I'm not gonna I don't care about that shit you DM me today. I don't care about none of that. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm Jack Frost, motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, you could have a whole... That's why I keep trying to tell you. Most YouTube channels break a million rules. Not a million, obviously, but most YouTube channels break a lot of rules. A lot of rules. The average YouTube channel can get banned or get demonetized. Just so y'all know. The average YouTube channel can absolutely get demonetized. Motherfuckers stay doing stuff they're not supposed to do. All of these beefing channels can get demonetized. I'm not going to even tell you how, but they can. GG Gladys says, once they realize they can't intimidate you, they would try to pay you off next, commonly called the carrot and the stick strategy. No, they intimidate me because I can't be paid off. You get it? You don't think they tried the carrot? Not just them, they not pay me off, but you don't think they tried being nice with me in order to try to convince me to not say things that they would prefer not to be public? Ain't nobody gonna pay me off. I'm Jack Frost, motherfuckers. What the hell? Yeah, I hit a nerve. Because, okay, so basically there's a lot of shit that I still haven't said regarding the stealing of Tekashi 6ix9ine's money, which is a thing, and that did happen. That is currently still being investigated, and that people will be held accountable for. They stole way too much money for the government to just let that shit go, especially after being found out. And then especially after Tekashi 6ix9ine helped the government put some people in jail. You don't think the government is coming after them motherfuckers that stole from them? You don't think the government is going to go after a booking agency that has aligned themselves with a gang and quite possibly stole millions of dollars? Allegedly stole millions of dollars? You don't think the government is going to go after them? You don't think the government is going to consider that particular booking agency to quite possibly be a part of a gang? The gang? You don't think so? Anyway. GGG Gladys says, after the intimidation, they ain't doing nothing. They would have called lawyers already if they could. You don't want to tell your legal target to prepare for legal troubles. You should always aim to. Soto said the carrot and stick hit them dead in the head. Frost, that's a fact. Fuck that shit. I need to wake up every day and look at myself in the mirror. You feel me? The government ain't gonna stop looking for that money. What the fuck? To be honest with you, I want to explain something. To be honest with you, I always thought it was probably more shoddy than them. And now what you're telling, remember a long time ago, I don't know if y'all remember this, but a long time ago I said something that I was told. I don't know how accurate this is. This is something that I was told. I told you this a long time ago. That MTA Bookings allegedly, I do not know how true this is. I am not standing by this. But somebody told me that MTA Bookings taught Shotty how to steal money and hide it. So I don't know how true that is. I am not standing behind that. But I did hear that. And I heard it from a credible source. And I heard it from a credible source. What I heard was, just so we could be completely clear, what I heard was it was MTA Bookings, Shotty, and BM1 that was involved with the tricking of the money. Now, that makes that whole scene where BM1 was talking to Punch feel totally different to me. Because that whole time, I'm busy sitting there wondering how BM1 is giving Punch directives of what needs to be done. And Tekashi sitting right there. Why the fuck is he not talking to Tekashi? Or why isn't Tekashi in the conversation? Now that whole scene looked different to me. I'm looking at that whole scene differently. I mean, I've been looking at that whole scene differently. Be honest with you. Like I told y'all before, I think Tekashi purposely, accidentally recorded them. Remember, Tekashi's the one that recorded them. They was off talking. While they was talking, Tekashi turned his phone on, started recording on IG or whatever the case was, him and his daughter eating, right? Him and Soraya eating, right? And then he turns the phone around so you can see who's talking to who. We hear a little bit of the conversation. And then he says, oh man, I'm on live. Right? That seems to me like he was trying to let us know what was going on behind the scenes. Like these motherfuckers is really right dead in my face discussing basically like how they do me dirty. So that's another reason why I don't fuck with Punch. Like I don't have no beef with Punch. I don't dislike Punch, nothing like that. But I just think that Punch was cool. We're not even talking about that shit. I gotta change the title of the damn video. Punch was allegedly getting paid $5,000 for a job that he should have been getting paid $500 for. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna leave that name. I'm just gonna add MTA Bookings, just so they know to look at the video. There you go. I'm gonna let you know to look at the video, motherfuckers. BM1 says 6ix9ine is angry and that's why he's acting this way, but she seems unhappy also. I really do prefer not to talk about her for numerous different reasons, but let's not forget that both her and Tekashi is young. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that they make mistakes. Let's not forget that. They're both young adults. They make mistakes. I wish the mistake she made would have been a little bit different. I'm very happy her mistake didn't get anybody killed. But definitely if you are in the position that she was and sleeping with, you know, the allegations that are out there that she slept with members of the gang, that's definitely could get Tekashi killed. That's without a shadow of a doubt. There's no question about that. All right, that's not of question. That's not of debate. That's not something that we're gonna sit here and debate. And he was supposed to get killed allegedly. Also, allegedly Punch got let go by Young MA's people because he was allegedly stealing from her, going and collecting money he wasn't even supposed to be touching. Punch is a DJ. He's not supposed to collect Young MA's money. Allegedly, there was a situation. I'm not sure if it was Young MA or if it was Tekashi, but allegedly there was a situation. Allegedly, there was a situation where Punch went and was collecting Young MA's money, and the money was coming up funny. (6ix9ine) said, "Who's on his live?" Look, at the end of the day, the young lady made some bad decisions. That's it. We all make bad decisions. I've made a ton of bad decisions. I have never boned a friend's girlfriend. I've never done that. But we've all made bad decisions. You understand what I'm saying? I've also never banged I've never banged a friend of any girl I was having sex with. I think they was setting themselves up for a world where 6ix9ine just mysteriously disappeared or was dead. And then they was going to mourn the shit out of him and act like they was going to do him like Tupac. They was going to mourn the shit out of him. Remember? MTA is a booking agency. Punch can't rebrand because all Punch could do is talk about Tekashi. So how could he rebrand? You get what I'm saying? Even if Punch bleached his skin, came back with burgundy hair and a big ass fucking twirly mustache, he's still gonna be Punch because all he's gonna do is talk about Tekashi. I haven't been promoting any 6ix9ine videos at all. Apparently, me just talking about 6ix9ine is supposed to be promotion, but I'm not actively trying to promote anything. Just so we could be clear. If Bobby Smurd is smart, he would stay the hell away from. I wouldn't. Look, I'm going to tell you 2 reasons right now why I would not fuck with DJ Punch. I'm not knocking him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm just talking about from my perspective. He was with Tekashi. Tekashi, whatever happened, and now he's bashing Tekashi. Tekashi is the lead artist. If you like the team better than the lead artist, still just be quiet. Instead of him just being quiet, he's going everywhere bashing Tekashi. I don't want Punch next to me. I mean, you know, I probably, if I seen him, I'd laugh and joke with him. He looks like he could be a pretty funny guy. I mean, he doesn't look like he could be funny, but I would have a million jokes. So me standing next to Punch and talking will be fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be roasting the shit out of this nigga. But I wouldn't. I would, if I was Bobby Schmurda, I'd stay. If I was anybody, I'd stay away from Punch. Like, I don't care what you think about Tekashi. He was feeding you. He was eating you. He wasn't stopping your progress. You feel me? He was helping you more than anything else. For you to be speaking like this and turning on him and talking crazy like this every opportunity you get is retarded. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's just retarded. You understand what I'm saying? That's fake energy. You understand? Oh, that's okay. So I don't dislike Punch, but that's what I feel. I feel fake energy. You understand what I'm saying? I feel a lot of fake energy. I don't know if Punch's chain was really stolen. I heard it was stolen. I do not know if it was really stolen. But I think the biggest story about that is, are you saying that Punch isn't good in the hood? Because Punch swears he's good in the hood. Who thinks Punch is good in the hood? You think Punch is good in the hood? You think Punch might not be good in the hood? I personally, I don't know, but you know, I did hear about his chain getting snatched in Harlem. I think they said he got snatched in Harlem, right? Chains get snatched in Harlem. Diamonds Live exposed why he did that. He shouldn't have exposed the list. I think, okay, we need to let 6ix9ine release that list nice and slow so people could fucking marinate on the niggas that was talking crazy about him. If he just released all the names at once, it's not going to have the right effect. He could just let that list linger. And all of the motherfuckers who's been talking crazy about him wondering if their name is going to be called next. I'd have motherfuckers by the damn. I plan. That's all I can tell you. I fucking plan. I plan. Especially any of them motherfuckers that would have mentioned my name if I was him, they'd be getting it. I know what I would do. I'm going to be quiet, but I know what I would do. I know what I would do. And what I would do would hurt. Way worse than just saying the person's name and just pointing at a couple of things on the internet. What I would do would hurt. I just don't have the money and resources. But if I'm, and I also don't got the inclination. I wasn't getting bashed like these guys like 6ix9ine. So I, you know, even if I had the money, I wouldn't care. I'd be doing some other shit. But if I was him and I had the money and if I was him, I'd have the money and the inclination. I would fucking roast so many of the, it would be date. But like that's what I do though. He said Punch is pigeon-toed and flat-footed. Yeah, that's not the best coordination. That's not the best for somebody that's gonna scrap. It's not the best, you know, combination for somebody that's gonna be scrapping. I don't think he cares what DJ Punch says either. Gunna gotta be on the list. Gunna has to be on the list. Gunna went on actual TV and snitched. But I think both Gunna and 6ix9ine got the reasons that they're snitched. Like, what could you? Gunna cousin got locked up in jail for killing somebody that he didn't kill, and Gunna went on television and said he didn't kill him. And I think he said the dude that actually did do the murder on news. What are you gonna do? You gonna let your cousin go to jail for 20, 30 years, or you just gonna be like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You feel me? Don't non-bignesses, don't let Punch tell it. He was all-American, played with goats. Punch is everything. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all what the thing I don't like about speaking shit into existence, right? There are a lot of people that don't have the power to speak things into existence, but they're always trying. That's Punch. His words, y'all might not notice, but the Most High is with us, right? But some of us are closer to him than others because of our own actions. And when you're closer to the Most High because of the way that you're carrying your life, your power, your speech is even more powerful. You understand what I'm saying? Your ability to move the energy around you, it's stronger. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't think Punch has the. I just don't. One minute he's in the porn, another minute he's giving advice to women, another minute he's doing 6ix9ine. Well, he's always doing 6ix9ine. So I don't understand what the guy's doing. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. Everybody likes him though. Real talk. Like I've spoken to a lot of people behind the scene. They like Punch. So whatever the fuck Punch got going on to him. Salute. That's a real one too. Shout out to Punch. Real shout out. Whatever the hell he got going on with him. Everybody seems to like him. Or nobody wants to say they don't like him. It's one of the two. And either which way, that's a lot going on, homeboy. Shout out to you. With that being said, Gully Boy says 1 6ix9ine officer, 2 Officer Harris, aka the tipster, 3 Snoop, Little C's. Little C's took the stand, didn't he? Didn't Little C's take the stand? I know Diddy took the stand. Sounds very congenial. I know Diddy took the stand. I believe Little C's took the stand. We have to, I don't know. I didn't mean to talk about this MTA shit for so long, but when y'all motherfuckers contact me on my phone or anything and y'all start talking crazy to me, the only thing I can't wait for the show to start. Because while y'all thinking I'm getting scared, I'm like, you know what? Smoke! Let's go! That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. When motherfuckers hit me up and start talking crazy, put some stuff together. I already got some stuff for y'all MTA. I'm just waiting. I just gotta wait until I just gotta wait a little longer. I got some stuff for y'all. You're gonna have a reason to. Well, your lawyers ain't gonna be able to do shit because I'm gonna be totally covered. But you're gonna have a real reason to be upset. And then you're gonna be thinking to yourself, you know what? I should have never fucked with this guy in the first place. All those times I thought I had the advantage over him, I did not. Shout out to you. I mean, I could literally get in contact with at least like 10 people who all think you're a thief and are willing to tell their stories. So yeah, keep fucking with me. Matter of fact, you should hit me up tomorrow morning. Say good morning. Snoop snitched. Could we just be clear on that? I'm not talking about the murder thing. They said Snoop snitched on his bodyguard. I don't know. I'm not even talking about that. The reason why I'm not talking about that, because that's a big thing to talk about. I don't have the requisite information to be able to speak on that particular topic. If somebody knows more about that and they want to send me something, let's go. I don't like talking about things that I might have to backtrack later, right? But hold on, Snoop is a snitch. Literal paperwork. Snoop Dazz about to get beat up. Them niggas ran to the police, told the police they was about to get beat up. That's snitching. That's snitching. I made a whole video on that. Nobody cared. That's straight up snitching. That is snitching. There's no question. Suge, I'll go interview Suge. That's a whole fact. That's snitching. I was trying to get in contact with somebody. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing that happened. I know somebody that was. It was a situation. The person that I know, and I've tried to get in contact with them to ask them a simple question. I asked them a simple question, which for whatever the reason is, they didn't. They not only didn't want to answer the damn simple ass question, but when it took me damn near a whole day to get them to give me a straight answer. It took me about 3 or 4 hours for me to get them to get a straight answer, which I still think is a lie. Shout out to them though. Yeah, and Shook says Snoop is a snitch. And nobody says anything. And Snoop was arguing with Tekashi. So shout out to that. I mean, people snitch every day, B. I believe that 6ix9ine want to sit at the cool table and be accepted by the rappers and his peers. Who doesn't want to be accepted by their peers? Who doesn't want to be accepted by their peers? That's not abstract thought. That's not an abstract idea. That's pretty normal. Like, you barely hear me talk about YouTube content creators, but if they accepted me, that's a good feeling. You feel me? Okay, so this is the issue that 6ix9ine have with being able to sit at the cool table. Sometimes you just because somebody said at this point 6ix9ine is the cool table. Sometimes you just got to make your own table and get motherfuckers to come sit with you and make people want to come sit with you. Like, that's how you got to do it sometimes. 6ix9ine did it. 6ix9ine has a song. Just did a song with Nicki Minaj, right? It just first he did a song by himself. That shit raped. He did a song with Nicki Minaj. That shit raped. He has a couple of songs coming up. I would like to see him do a song with Lil Baby. I think that'd be dope. There's never no telling. We all know that 6ix9ine likes Lil Baby though. There was a video out that 6ix9ine had with him and BM1 that show you how long ago it was. And he was listening to a Lil Baby song. He was singing along with it, and he was like, he asked somebody to get him tickets for the actual concert when Lil Baby pull up. So he likes Lil Baby. Lil Baby's a dope artist, by the way. Lil Wayne says Lil Baby's his favorite artist. I think he said he's his favorite artist right now. Lil Baby's a dope ass artist. I think that Lil Baby and 6ix9ine will make a dope song. You know, they two different energies, but both of the energies are very powerful. Yeah, Lil Baby. I think they make a dope song together. Talk about 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine makes good. That song he got with Nicki Minaj, I don't care what you think about him. That's a good song. And it fits him. Oh man, wait, a Nail song come out, that's gonna be. Wait, what am I wilding about, Stacks? What am I wilding about? I think that'd be a good song, man. J Mill says that was also 6ix9ine favorite artist, Lil Baby. I remember him saying that on the TikTok song that they did was dope. Lil Baby's a good artist, man. He's a good fucking artist. I think all the collabs sound dope too. Stacks on Racks. You know, Stacks on Racks don't agree with it. Actually, he got more than 1 billion. $6 billion contract for Akon City, Rhonda. $6 billion. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. It could be 1 million. The song is good. The song is good. And they had new cuts of the Nicki Minaj 6ix9ine jump off. Good. These are not bad songs. These are not bad songs. No, I think that it might be Casanova 2 times. I think that'll be a dope song. 6ix9ine and Casanova 2 times. I don't think it's him though. It might be I don't think it's Casanova though. I hope it is. I like Casanova. I'm gonna tell you something. Nicki Minaj is actually a better artist than I thought she was. I think she allowed herself to get pigeonholed into that just talking about sex thing. She's a better artist than Nicki Minaj is a better artist than she's been letting us on to. Hopefully she uses this next she expands and creates a second half of her career instead of trying to extend the first half of her career. Because we all have 2 halves of our career. It's the first half of our career where we grinding to get to a point, and it's the second half of our career when you see what you need to, when you finally realize what you need to do to get to that next level and be able to maintain it. You know, then you're gonna either go up or you're gonna go down from that point. Yeah, because that's Meg Thee Stallion thing now. Feel me? Meg Thee Stallion has slipped into that she slipped into there easy. I think the song might be with Pop Smoke also. I think the new Tech 6ix9ine song might be with Pop Smoke. But they said one of the biggest gangsters. Imagine if it's with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg and him should do a song together where they just dissing each other on the track. You know how big that song would be? That song would be retarded. I'm not doing nothing in China. What are you talking about? Oh, China helped Akon when he asked? Shout out to China. What you want me to say? I think it's cool when women rap about their sexuality, but I think it's dope when they could rap about their sexuality and also rap about other things. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like listening to male artists that their whole entire album is just about one thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's obviously Ray J. Gotcha. What up, Benny? Haven't spoke on the lynches at all today, Benny. We was talking hip-hop tonight mainly. We'll probably discuss the lynchings in the morning. We discussed some of the lynchings this morning also. We discussed it in the morning. We're having a hip-hop conversation right now, Benny. Nicki Minaj is pretty as hell. Like, pretty. Rhonda says, Frost, listen to all those people in the industry talking about who will or will not work with 6ix9ine. You're the only one who has been right. The game donated money to Young Buck Cash App. We could talk about that Young Buck shit. Yo, hold on. Let's talk about this Young Buck thing for a minute. I want to explain something to y'all. How long have I been telling y'all that all of these rappers that act like they rich and act like they got money, they don't have what they have? I've been telling y'all that for the longest. I felt bad for Young Buck because he's busy talking about how he don't got $100. I felt bad for the dude. You feel me? How you are a rapper who should be able to make music and you don't have $100. Also, Young Buck has not dropped music. So Young Buck might not be able to drop music. Who's Young Buck signed to? Whoever Young Buck is signed to might not be allowing him to drop music. Nicki or Cardi? I like them both. I don't want to choose. But now Eric Mack said he made Shorty want to ride with me. But now we know what kind of Shorty he was talking about. Yeah, I love Remy. Who don't love Remy? What are you talking about? First of all, Remy from the X. Second, Remy will never sleep with your mans. I'm just gonna say that, right? Like just like that. Remy will never sleep with your mans. That's the shit. Hold on. Let's stop something real quick. If you a chick that you in the gang, but you got in the gang because you sucked a whole lot of Johnson or you allowed dudes to run trains on you, you don't get the same respect like them chicks that got in because they put in work. All right? Let's just be clear on that. So let's not act like just because you decided you wanted to get in the gang by laying on your back. I'm not talking about nobody specifically. I'm just saying in general. This is a generalization. This is a comment made, a generalized comment. Just because you decided you wanted to lay in your back to get in the gang, that you don't have to say, and people ain't looking at you the same like them chicks that actually put in work, like them chicks that's actually, you're not looked at the same. I just want this to be clear. Shout out to you though. Yeah, no, Remy is totally against 6ix9ine. He snitched. What are you talking about? I can't like Remy? What the fuck? I like Remy. Fuck that. I'm my own man. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Just somebody don't like 6ix9ine, that don't mean I don't gotta like them. If somebody don't like 6ix9ine, that don't mean I can't like them. I like Remy. Young Buck likes women who have the same size shoe as him so they could trade. Young Buck like women who got the same size shoe as Andre the Giant and Shaq. Young Buck was looking at pictures of 6ix9ine talking about where the lotion in the tissues at. Young Buck saw 6ix9ine in that lace front and went looking for a sock. Young Buck saw 6ix9ine in that damn lace front. He started wiping his brow. He was like, "Oh Lord, Lord." Shout out to Young Buck, Young Buckarella. Shout out. Yo, was he really locked up when his Twitter account started saying that he liked all of those fucking accounts? Was he really locked up? And somebody really, I'm wondering if somebody set Young Buck up. Because somebody have set Young Buck up. I'm curious. Anyway, shout out to Stacks on Racks with the $5 drop. He said, "I don't want to see this rat do shit but eat cheese and rot. Akon and Nicki are both in the hood. Nobody who roll with snitch, then you are snitch. Cold." Akon is about to have a $6 billion city made, man. I don't think neither one of us got really clout to be. I don't think Akon about to have a $6 billion city made, man. Okay, you can talk all the shit you want about Nicki Minaj, but Akon about to have a $6 billion city made, man. This guy's making cities. Oh yeah, Idris Alba likes his women. Like non-bigness said, don't forget Idris Alba likes his women just like Young Buck. What the hell did that come from? I don't know what reference that is. You're gonna have to remind me. Usually I don't forget much. Yeah, Akon is having a whole city made for $6 billion. I don't know what we could say about negative about the guy. He's making cities, man. No, what the fuck? Yeah, the game said Young Buck a stat. That tells me two things. One, the game is supposed to have so much money that $1,000 is nothing, right? He should have been able to just send him 10 stacks and been like, yo, just you know what I'm saying, go get yourself right. He should have been just able. He should have just think about that. Just think about that. A millionaire giving you $1,000. That's nothing. Unless you don't really got money like that, then it hurt or it means something. Feel me? Shout out to the game though. I'm pretty sure that Locked Up 2, first of all, that Locked Up 1 is that's a classic. That's a whole classic. The fact that they're redoing it, they have to do it as well or better. The problem they're gonna have is the first Locked Up had Styles P on it, right? Styles P is an absolute beast on the mic. That's gonna be the only problem. Yeah, because Styles P is a beast. What are you talking about? Styles P is probably one of the 10 best writers ever in the history of hip hop. Writers. Buck doing Uber Eats. That nigga deliver my food. I swear, if I ever, because I be ordering Uber Eats. I swear, if Young Buck come deliver my food, I'm not gonna take a picture of him. I'm not gonna disrespect him like that. But I'm gonna have to have a long talk with him. I'm gonna sit him down on the bench and shit, and I'm like, look, Young Buckarella. I'm gonna have him go sit on somebody else's knee, because he ain't sitting on my knee, homie. He gonna go sit on somebody else's knee. Yeah, look, Young Buckarella. I'm gonna have a long talk with him. We need to have a long talk, homie. Okay, this Twitter thing. It's a dub. You don't got Twitter no more, homie. You gonna get off of Twitter. Inspect my food. What the fuck you talking about? That shit better be pristine. What up, Derek? What up, home team? The return of Young Buckarella. Styles P said he doesn't talk to Akon and hasn't in 10 years. He's more focused on getting a good word out about health. Yeah, Styles P don't care. All right, Styles P is like a Bronx dude. Them Yonkers in the Bronx is like this. All right, so if you go to Yonkers, you're gonna see a lot of people in Yonkers that look like they should be in the Bronx. Like that's what people don't understand. If you go to Yonkers, you're gonna see a lot of people that look like they should be in the Bronx. If you go to Washington Heights, you're gonna see a lot of people that look like they should be in the Bronx. I'm just keeping it a stat. If you go to Mount Vernon, you're gonna see a lot of people that look like they should be in the Bronx. All right, the Bronx is a big borough, but the Bronx is a really big borough because there's parts of the Bronx that ain't even really the Bronx, but people that you would think would be living in the Bronx live there. It's the only way I can explain it to you. And usually people from places like Yonkers, places like Washington Heights, and places like Mount Vernon gravitate to the Bronx. Like you click with them way more than I click with Brooklyn niggas like a motherfucker though. But I don't know why. I think they just be thinking I'm from Brooklyn when they meet me. I click with Brooklyn niggas like crazy. I click with Brooklyn niggas more than I click with Bronx niggas. And I'm from the Bronx. I don't understand it. Most of the time I meet a Bronx nigga, it's like we bumping heads. Like, like I don't understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when I meet Brooklyn niggas, we just be on it, we be vibing. Like, it's all good. My ex from Brooklyn. Most of the females that, a good number of the females that I've dated, not from the Bronx. I don't know. It's like Bronx chicks. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know. I can't get. I don't care. Anyway, we about to call this shit a wrap, though. We about an hour and a half in. We talked about MTA bookings. We did not talk about Youngboy's house being burglarized. So could we talk a little bit about Youngboy's house being burglarized? Youngboy NBA's house was burglarized. Anybody know anything about it? I hate this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I think I got an update on my phone. And the update on my phone immediately now makes my phone not charge or some shit. I don't know what the fuck this is. What the fuck is going on? Now you're working. Now you rap bastard. Maybe the cord is... Yeah, it could be the cord. It could be the cord. I'm going to give me a new cord. I got a couple of cords here. I'll see what happens. Curious. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm curious about this shit right now. No, it is definitely not the cord. Okay. Ah, it might be the cord. Alright. So what was I about to show y'all? NBA Youngboy. It could just be a situation where a lot of these young guys let everybody know where they live. And your homeboys know where you live, and then they also know when you're not home. That's how a lot of these dudes get robbed. And they showed their face in the video. Idiots. Maybe one of them sister wives set them up. I'm going to explain something real quick. Everybody always looks at me when I tell people I don't even want more than one wife. Right? And then everybody looks at me like, but I'm a man. I'm supposed to want to have sex with as many women as possible. And then I say, well, I don't look at life like that. Like, that's not the meaning of life for me. The meaning of life for me is something different than how many, like, how many women I have sex with. That doesn't add or subtract value from me, in my opinion. You know, no, to somebody else it might, but I don't, like, fuck that shit. What the hell I care about that? To myself, that doesn't add or subtract value from me. You understand what I'm saying? So if I had sex with 1 million women, or if I had sex with 0 women, I wouldn't think it, well, like 0 is bad. If I had sex with 1 million women, or if I had sex with 3 women, I wouldn't, there wouldn't be any delineation between the two to me as far as which one is something that I would prefer over someone I would not prefer. If anything, I would have preferred to have sex with 3 women, because that means that I was in longer relationships, and you know, I had growth. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have growth when you're sleeping with a different person every other night. You don't really have growth even as a human being. So I much rather prefer just to have one person, and then I can focus other aspects of my life. If I actually had a in a relationship, this whole YouTube thing would probably be doing a lot better. I'm just gonna be clear with that. I'm just gonna be totally 100% honest with you. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Somebody set him up. Could we just be clear on something? If your house get robbed, 9 times out of 10, somebody set you up. Period. How often do houses get robbed? They don't got the fucking those robbers from Home Alone running around everywhere. Okay, the wet bandits or whatever the hell those guys was called. If your house get robbed, 9 times out of 10, the person who robbed you, you know them. Period. Think about people you know whose house was robbed. And then when they found out who robbed the house, it was 9 times out of 10. It was somebody they knew. So yeah, most likely it was like one of his homeboys, or like somebody said, like one of his sister's wives or some shit. Shout out to DSTN with the $2 drop. He said that was so official, but that's a fact though. That's a fact. If you get robbed, 9 times out of 10, the person that robbed you You know them. How you think they knew you wasn't home? How do you think they knew where to get what shit to get? How you think you understand what I'm saying? But if I had money like these guys, I wouldn't be able to get robbed. I'll just have fucking. I would go, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I would do real quick. If I was paid, like I was in the millions of dollars, I would go buy a tenement in the middle of Manhattan somewhere. In a good neighborhood in Manhattan, I go buy a whole building. I just renovate the whole building. That's my mansion. I will literally have guards at the fucking building. I'll have the floors where I sleep on, and I'll have a floor or two for when I want to entertain guests and to party. And that's it. Armed guards guarding the building 24/7, even when I'm not at home. That's it. Everybody want to go somewhere where nobody can't find you. Fuck that. I'm going to go right in the middle of where everybody is at, get security, bang, and I'm going to live my life. Eric Mack said he's going to upload all his valuables into his consciousness so they can't rob him. I hope that works out for you, homie. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, so that's the type of time I'd be on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the shit ain't so hard. Remember, when you're hiding, when you're trying to hide away from people, you're also making it so that if you need help, it's harder to get help. Feel me? You're also making it so that if somebody want to do something fucked up to you, you're actually putting yourself in a situation where they could get away with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're out in the middle of nowhere. If somebody was to come find you, do something to you, you in the middle of nowhere. They're going to get away with it. There's no witnesses, no nothing. If I could get a house in the middle of Manhattan, go buy a tenement, renovate that bitch, keep armed security 24/7, what's anybody going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, we gonna pull up out of here. NBA Youngboy's house is burglarized. We barely talked about that as usual. We talked about, I talk about Tekashi every day. We talked about Tekashi. We was trying to talk about MTA Bookings. We talked about them. Apparently, they're sending lawyers at me because I said that they were part of a lawsuit, which they were part of. So shout out to MTA Bookings for threatening to send their lawyers out after me for telling the truth. That's how y'all guys give it up. See, that's how you know you can't trust a nigga. That's how you know you can't trust somebody. When you're telling the truth, they know you're telling the truth, but they're trying to change your words up to make it seem like you're not telling the truth. To you! Not even to some other motherfucker. To you! They're literally lying to you in your face, and like you not smart enough to know. BP says there is a town on sale for $1 million right now somewhere down south. There's a town on sale for, wait, hold on, let me see if I can find it. There's a town right now, the whole entire town is up for sale for $1 million. Okay, so this was back in 2016. There's a town right now with the same situation, but this is back in 2016. 3 abandoned towns for sale under $1 million. So you can go buy a whole entire town, but I don't want to do that. I want to live in the middle of Manhattan in a fucking mansion that's going to be a regular bullshit ass tenement that I'm going to spend millions of dollars on to get renovated. So I live in a fucking mansion in the middle of New York City, everywhere where I want to go with my own damn security, armed security, 24 hours in the front of the building. If I buy land and I got to develop it, I have to bring businesses. I got to bring all that other stuff. I might not want to do that. Then I got to convince people to move there. I might not want to do that. You understand what I'm saying? I might not want to do that. I might just want to have my own thing and keep doing what we're doing. Like right now we got an online newspaper besides this right here, and there's other things that we have planned, and we're doing actually really good on IG. Not for nothing, we're doing really good on IG. Like I didn't know that I was gonna be able to do the numbers I'm doing on IG currently. So shout out to that. No, don't want to build an estate. I want a tenement building. I used to live in the middle of nowhere. I hated it. You can have armed security in any state. What are you talking about? NBA Youngboy has enough money to buy a tenement. A tenement you could buy a tenement for less than $1 million. He can buy a tenement. How much you think a tenement costs? You think a tenement costs what, like $10 million? No, you can buy a tenement for less than $1 million. There's people that instead of buying houses, they go buy tenement buildings. No, it's not no guns in New York. You can have a gun permit in New York. It's just hard to get. Now I lived in the middle of nowhere, and for like the first week, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to sleep because I'm used to like not just the New York shit, right? But I'm not used to hearing crickets and all type of other animals in the middle of the night randomly for no reason. And I lived in the middle of nowhere in the middle of nowhere. Like we lived like 6 miles away from town. I had 2 neighbors. Two neighbors, man. Two neighbors. Middle of nowhere. People telling me bobcats is jumping out the trees. I was like, what? Out the trees? Anyway, let's go over everybody that supported the channel tonight. Motherfuckers told me bobcats is jumping out the trees on people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, what in the hell? Out the trees? Let me stay in the crib. I think the house is calling me, yo. Anyway, shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. Shout out to Stacks on Racks with the $5 drop. And shout out to DSTN with the $2 drop. Definitely appreciate y'all guys. Y'all guys are all the best. Everybody's the best. Not for nothing. Yo, not for nothing, but cats try to climb trees in general. Like the only cats that don't really climb trees is like lions. And that's because there's no damn real trees out there in the damn where they at. There's not trees everywhere. Like they live on a plain. Like the lions really don't live in the jungle. No, everybody thinks that, but they don't. And also, tigers are much better hunters than lions. I don't think most people know that, but tigers are way more dangerous than lions. Way more dangerous. The only thing that make an individual lion is not as dangerous as an individual tiger. It's just that lions move in prides and tigers would just be just the tiger. Tigers roll by themselves or like with one other person. The lionesses do most of the hunting. That's a fact. Yeah, and tigers are bigger than lions. That's a fact. Tigers are bigger than lions. Tigers are dangerous. Tigers will jump out the tree on you. That's a fact. A tiger will be in a tree, jump out the tree, kill you, then drag you up into the tree to eat you. That's how tigers is giving it up. Them niggas is dangerous and scary as shit. I'm way more scared. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. I'm more scared of a tiger than I am of a lion. I mean, both of them motherfuckers is gonna kill me. Both of them are gonna kill me, but I'm way more scared of a tiger than a lion. The death even looks more gruesome. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Yeah, look, I love y'all. Appreciate everybody that pulled up tonight. We got some stuff that we're doing, right? So we got the website up, right? And it's already up. But our official inauguration of the website is probably going to be about July 1st. That's when we're going to start promoting the website. That's when we're going to start pushing the website. That's when we're going to start letting everybody know what's going on the website on a regular, everyday basis. But the website is up. It's just making sure that we get it all in functioning order before we actually start making that part of what we're doing over here all the way. But while we're saying this, I want to definitely say thank you to Shy Murder for being a part of what we're doing over there. Everybody for being a part of what we're doing over there. But Shy Murder specifically, pardon me, for being a part of what we're doing over there. I definitely appreciate you. And because of Shy Murder's due diligence and the way that she's handling what she's doing over there, we're gonna possibly be able to break into the next thing that we want to do sooner than I previously scheduled. I thought that by the end of the year we'll be able to do two things. By the end of the year we'll be able to do at least one more thing. It seems like by the end of the year we might be able to do two more things, and quite possibly if the next thing that we're trying to do after this website thing works out well, we might be able to do three more things. So the first thing we're going to do is hopefully by July 1st, we have the whole website thing cleared out. And then we're going to start going around America. And our first trip is going to be, at least as of right now, our first trip is going to be to Las Vegas in August. And that's where we're going to be going around America, and we're taking BBN everywhere. So I need people to start hitting me up now. I need people to start hitting me up now in different cities so we could map out what we're going to do. And so I know when we go to these cities, we're not just going to the city to hang out. We're going to be producing shows in the city. We're going to be producing morning coffees and tonight shows in the city, and possibly a third show that we want to start bringing to the BBN network throughout the middle of the day. We're going to try to have a third show that we're going to put on through the middle of the day. I'm not 100% if it's going to be live yet. And we still want to do the podcast that we need to do with our brothers down there in Philly. I've had them on hold for way too long. That's the one thing that I'm certain that we're going to do as soon as I get this newspaper thing, as soon as I get this internet thing squared away with the website. The one thing that I know that we're going to be able to do is the podcast that we're going to start with our brothers from Philly, Mike Jones, the great Mike Jones, dope ass fucking producer. So hopefully we'll be able to do that, and we'll also be able to do the trip thing where we're going to be going to different states, and hopefully doing lives in a couple of coffee shops and in a couple of wherever the fucks we get. All right. So with that being said, look, I love y'all. If you got anybody awake in your household, please give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Give them their flowers now. We don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You feel me? Let people know that you appreciate them now. It's good for you. It's good for them. Also, when we wake up in the morning, let's try to drink water first, because that we need to clean out our insides. Early in the morning, when you don't got nothing else in your stomach, the best time. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bowmans. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.